This is my favorite one. Networking the ordering of the system. Perhaps in time, you can also message the artifact or the intellect or something in relation to the provision. Because in relation, oh sorry, this is my favorite one. In relation to the provision, you also can proclaim a law. When you proclaim a law, you actually need to understand the interlude, or understand the dog, or understand the compound, or understand the science, or understand the tech. Because in relation to those Fey, you can also compound the component of area O6 and O3, which is a cuckoo. And the cuckoo is based upon the chocolate, and also to order the system. Because once you order the system, you can also program division of a teleport and also to fade in a fade. Because in time, once you program the digital world, the intellectual of a cocoa or cuckoo is a cocoa or Coca-Cola in relation to the development of 3841 and 3862 in relation to the stock market and to wisdom, the truth. You can fry your chicken. Once you do that, you are proclaiming a law in relation to the development of the info technology. Because in return, the partition will actually message into the composition of area O3 and area O6, which is perhapsing itself into the next phase of AA31 and AA34. I'm cooking a hairy melon. In that, a hairy melon. It's called hairy melon. In that way, the posture of a timer, you can also pin out the data of a compound and to reposition the area of expertise and to realize the digital color. Because based upon the digital color, the fade of A3 and A6 is a proclaimed law, and also to undo the soft amount of area of interest and also summoning into the area of expertise and to realize the digital world. Once you are able to order that, the identical verification or its availability is an injection of fade 831 and fade 346, which is a compound of a posture and to interlude the technology. Because in return, once you even out the color of the wonderful world of wizard, the compound of a composition, you can also area code the telegram. In that way, the evening out of the ordering system, you can function into the ordering of expertise and to teleport the non-proclaimed claw, or what I just said, proclaimed claw. In that way, the component of AA36 and AA31 is a composition of the area of expertise and to realize the digital color. Because in the relay, once you realize the digital color, the functioning of expertise is to execute, the execution of exile. Now, who has a Jesus scripture in relation to that way, exile? To order the system, you need to understand the next satellite in relation to a mobile media and also to function into its expertise and to realize the decimal of 2831 and 2846. It's just in time, once you compound the composition of the area, you can also function into the area of expertise if you realize the digital world. This is broken. Water on my nail. The thing there. Can't pick that up anymore. Here. In that way, if you summation the area of expertise, you will realize the decimal of 8831 and 8836. In time, I love this. In time, once you network the area, you can also read consumption, the injunction or conjunction. Yep, thank you. In that way, once you even out the order of the system, you can also map the condition of pathology and to order the system of the binary before you can over-exceed the exile. When you over-exceed the exile, the understanding of life, the understanding of life is based upon the interlude of technology and also to care the relationship and to teleport into A836 and the TPLG F589, which is the ordering system of perhaps. It's just in time, once you put the posture in relation to your development, the technology will also be fading into the telegram of the teleport. It's just in time, once you share the network of one, you can also summation into any area of expertise and to realize the decimal of AA36 and AA31, which is a ordering system of a Puhu. In that way, once you share the network of each area, you can also undo the telegram for pointer 8836 and pointer 3641 and pointer 55.82641 and pointer 55.1026.834621 and pointer 55.310.8368416 and pointer 55.826483165 and pointer Foxy out 55.10 29.84 36.81 21.85 and 21.86 and pointer 55.1 26.84 21483 21486 and 21485, which is a caller by exile or execution, EXE, in relation to DOS. No. Easy peasy. Is it? Maybe. Perhaps. It's just a matter of time. Once you order the digital color, the functioning of 1836. Yum. And 1834, which is the ordering system of a functioning of the order, you can also summation into the overseas guests and also to guard the relationship before you develop the next safari. In relation to the second Asasi, you can also win the next nutrition pill. The pill one so far, the nightclub, the pub, sorry. When you do that, you are evening out into the digital world of the next Asasi in relation to the program and to grant into a telemore or evening out into the digital world. Because based upon its basis, PHASES, the plural is a subdivider of a composition of a action script and also to flash out the next telegram. In need, the indeed ascendancy is based upon its importancy and also shared into the next phase, which is FACE. In that way, the subdivider of a posture is to element the interlude of technology and also to conquer the element of the junction. Maybe in time, or perhaps in that way, once you even out the non-program of a proclaimed law, the understanding of Om is a compound of 13.4% non-element of GST taxing into its agency. And any agency is a compound of a Paul, car, Paul, not Paul, but Paul, or Paul. In relation to the development, because in that time, once you share the composition of the non-program, you can also proclaim law and also to interlate the technology. If there is a compound of a component, you can also summation into next expertise if there is a digital color. The digital color is based upon the injection of the exile and to guard the relationship, because based upon the archangel, the composition of the archangel is a pointer in relay of a defuck or confuck. I don't know. My apology. Usually you're not allowed to do that because archangels don't do that and angels no. But anyway, that's based on FCUK. Kind of. Once you have the proclaimed law, the understanding of life is based on the interlude of technology and also shared into a composition of desire and function, the ordering system. Because in return home, the development of the info law, you can also relay the non-program of the interlude technology. Because once you decide in relation to what I have recorded, the sensor will something in relation to the next timeline. Because in return, if a pointer is evening out into the interlude of technology, the telegram will actually teleport into next the proclaimed law and also order the system of EE21 and EE35, which is a cuckoo based upon a chocolate. In time, the net what? Why did you go like that?
Chocolate.
Yeah, cuckoo. It's called cuckoo.
Cocoa.
Yeah, cocoa. Of course, cocoa is called chocolate. That's normal. Then what's cuckoo? Kind of like your mental or what? Anyway, in return, the area of a vampire. I love garlic. Probably vampire. Anyway, in relation kuku, the non-dietary will also function into the next area, because in return, once you share the area of interestment, you can also reorchestrate the organ. In time, once you do that, be careful with this. Stop moving. Yeah. Once you do that, you can even out the non-proclaimed law and also to decide into a glow worm. Yes, indeed. The intellectual copy tissue of the enlightenment of time is ordering system of AA36 and AA39, which is an ordering guard to build the relationship and to also Neil Cameron, a plant. In time, once you share the stock market, you will market into the next e-SATA in relation to the did. Yes, Andy Botrovich. In time, once you balance the D, I'm getting tired, so I'm missing my pronunciation. In time, once you work out the conclude junction or in relation to alignment of time, you can also control the next assassin in relation to the fifth round, because the future is within us. Yes, my friend. Because in time, once you work out the future, the conclusion of this jump or junction is placed upon cuckoo. Maybe one day, next time, I can work out some kind of cliente or cliche or client's name in relation to my next job. If there is a provision of a non-element of a proclaimed law, the interlude of technology will also program into the interlude of technology, which is WT33 and WT good in relation to my grammar. To design that way, the function of this order is ordering decimal of proclaimed law and also order the conversion of a telegram and AA36 and AA41, which is an ordering system of digital color. Because in return, once you do that, you can also pin out the non-element of a timer and also to function is expertise and to digital color the world. In relation to the relay, the interlude of technology will also pin out the data of its injection based upon execution or exile. Is that double D means double in the dildo or double decision? Once you have the microchip, NASA, once you have the microchip, you will enjoy your life. Yes. Based upon the function of the ordering system, the Afari can also be sharing into its composition of the area of interest and also to function into the area of expertise and to realize the digital world. Based upon its assumption, you can also pin out the data. Because in return, I forgot to buy you letter bits. Tomorrow. It's only like 50 cents. Once you share that, you can also order the system of 3381 and 3382, which is a provision of a telegram. Because the provision of a telegram, you can also interlude the technology and share into the map condition. Once you order that, the digital world is its function ordering into AA36 and AA41, which is a telegram of a conversion. Yes, conversion, but Petra, Petra. In that way, when you proclaim a law, the understanding of something in relation to your development, the kissing. Yoi! Oh please. I think I was like drunk when I went to the pill and I gave girls a kiss on the cheek. That is the word for Petra, my old friend. Peter or Petra. It's not called kiss, but whatever it is. That's yours, isn't it? Yeah.
That's right first.
Yeah. Be careful, don't drop that. Once you do that, you are ordering the system of the ordering of testifier and also to redevelop the info log. Because in return, once you share the network of this expertise, you will realize the decimal of AA36 and AA31, which is a proclaimed law. And in that way, once you point a composition, you can also program the non-element of a timer and also to interlude the technology. Because in return, you can fade in and fade out into the next program. Because mathematically, the understanding of that is based upon the injection of a form. And any kind of form, you can compound the component of area 6 and area 2. It's just in time, once you share the network of X equal rule, or in relation to the proclaimed law, the adverb is to advertise the structure in relation to the marketing degree, and also to share into Cindy, my sister-in-law, or diploma, to conclude the proof. Once you do that, you will subsidize into the exile. Yes. Once you subsidize into the exile, you will repin yourself into the compound of the enlightenment of time, and also to share into the component of 06003 and 06012, which is a subdivision of a contract, and also to lease agreement CAT, to share into the network, and also to order the digital. In that way, we will even out a colorful world of a compound, something like that. The proclaimed law is unmeasurable based upon the silhouette balanceable. So to do that, the harder you get, the more tired you will be, which is a common way. So to diffuse the cell of a sense in relation to the next injection, the third injection, or in relation to the delay, you can also share into the next program of a tests and A306 and A305. In that way, once you compound the message from a designer, you can also assumption into the area of expertise if you realize the next cuckoo, the next, or the shiku, or the kiki, or lulu, or whatever it is. When you keep practicing, your pronunciation will actually get lost. Yes, I know. In that way, once you share the network of each area, the expertise will proclaim a law in relay of the next delay, or something in that way. Cooking dinner's finished. It's quite tiring. Ordering the system can also assumption into the area of expertise if you realize the digital world. No, it's finished. If you do that, you can also proclaim a law in relation to the next RLA. The next RLA is a composition of this painting, or in relation to Mother Mary, or in relation to Spain, or whatever. Because when you proclaim a law, the understanding of life is based upon a cheek. Well, it's a friendly kiss to cheek. In that way, when you have any area of expertise, you can realize the digital color and ordering system of functioning order. Because in return, you can map the condition of a compound. Here you go. And also to compound the kula, internal exile. Yes, that's for K. K or Fei? Fei. Which one is Fei? I don't know which one is Fei yet, but in time, once you compound this, you get the right bowl, new bowl. Once you do that, you will also order the next digital world, because based upon the interlude technology, the data of a compound, you can also share into its design and inches of milligram or milligram in relation to its sizes. In relay to the Timberlake or something, the proclaimed law is to map the condition of the ordering system, and also to function into its expertise, and to realize the next kula. The composition of a kula is also to compound the area of interests, and also to function into the day of your life. Because the less compound you get, the more interlude you will call. In that way, when you try, you will have the microchip processor and the fiberglass in relation to the skyline. Dinner time. So in that way, I know the harder we work, the tired we will get. Yes. So when you pronounce a claw and to proclaim the claw and verb and adjustment of the knob and etc. 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 You will come up with some beautiful math for the scientific calculation and also to measure into the next ISATA. In that way, we are sharing the proclaimed claw and also to map the condition of a marketing degree in relation to Forex before we can decide to re-index the Unix and Kulu into the next Kuku, which is a chocolate or coconut tree. That's it. Dinner time, everyone.